Hi, my name's Trudie, I'm a member of the IQ team and I'm also one of the vloggers. This week's vlog is all about the Advanced Cambridge exam. It includes information on the length, the content, the structure and some tips for teaching a normal and a taster session. At IQ, exams are really popular because they're a chance for our Bready to demonstrate a high level of English and work towards an achievement, and there's a lot of value given to assessment. So let's find out a bit more about the exam. What is the Cambridge Advanced Exam? So the Cambridge Advanced Exam is often abbreviated to CAE, which actually stands for a Certificate in Advanced English. This is one of the most popular exams. This exam is for those who are looking to go into academia, managerial roles, who will need to use English. All universities in the UK accept the CAE as a high level of English proficiency. So now we're on to the length of this exam. This exam tests all 4 English language skills: reading, writing, listening and speaking. So in total there are 4 different areas and the exam length is around 4 hours. Let's get into the nitty-gritty stuff, the content. As with all our exam resources, you can find the books, the audio files and the past papers in the resources section of our website. And then you'll be able to find out what it is you'll be teaching during the session. The scale score for this exam is 180 to 199, which, as you can see, is a massive jump from the scaled score of 100 to 150 marks that you can gain in the CAE exam. This really is an in-depth exam that looks at understanding, subtle word use, deriving meaning from text, and being able to understand. A CAE qualification helps learners to develop the skills to make the most of studying or working and living in English-speaking countries. More than 8,000 educational institutions, businesses, and government departments around the world accept the CAE as proof of a high level of achievement in learning English. So let's talk a little bit more in depth, as this exam itself is so in depth, about the content that we'll have in the exam. Starting with paper 1, which is about reading and the use of English. So this lasts for around 1 hour and 30 minutes. And there are 8 parts in which the Bready can demonstrate their ability to apply their knowledge and their control of the language system by completing a number of tasks at text and sentence level. And they will have to demonstrate a variety of reading skills, including understanding specific information, text organisation features, implications, tone and text structure. In parts 1 to 4 of this exam, the test contains text with accompanying grammar and vocabulary tasks, and separate items with a grammar and vocabulary focus. For parts 5 to 8, the test contains a range of texts and accompanying reading comprehension tasks. Paper 2. This is the writing exam, and again this lasts about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So there are 2 parts to this exam, with each task having a given purpose and a target reader. So part 1 is writing an essay. Focus on agreeing or disagreeing with a statement, giving information, an opinion, reasons, comparing and contrasting ideas and opinions, and drawing a conclusion. For part 2, they'll have to pick one task from a choice of 3. Writing one of the following may be an article, an email, essay, letter, report, or a review. Paper 3 is a listening exam. So this will last about 40 minutes. And there are 4 parts of this, each with 1 or more recordings and a set of questions. So the texts may be monologues or dialogues based on authentic situations. And they cover a range of listening skills, including identifying key information, feeling, attitude, detail, opinion, purpose, agreement and gist. And finally, paper 4, which is a speaking part of this exam, which only lasts around 14 minutes. There are 4 parts of this, covering different interaction patterns. So tests are often taken in pairs, or sometimes in groups of 3. And this includes answering short questions and speaking at length about a picture, or discussing, expressing opinions and responding. So how is this exam graded? For the Cambridge English Advanced, the scores will be used to report results. And as we can see here, you will have between 200 to 210 of a scale score be grade A, which is same as a C2. 193 scale score to 199 is equivalent to a grade B or a C1. A scale score of 180 to 192 is the same as a grade C or a score of C1. And a scaled score of 160 to 179 is the same as a level B2. So for a taster session, or if it's your Bready's first session, that's amazing. You can ask them about what they think their own personal strengths and weaknesses are within speaking English. And this will be really good for a Bready at this level because they should really clearly be able to tell you what they think they'd like to work on and what they think they're pretty good at. Once you've identified these, make sure you continue to address these throughout your sessions. In a taster, you should be making an estimate grade from the lesson. In a normal session, ensure that you are using the practice papers and split the sessions to work on the key skills, for example, reading in one and writing in another. If the Bready wants to focus on a specific skill, then that's what you'll do. Use the exam handbooks to give them tips and remember to look online to integrate these tips into your lessons. In a normal session, you need to give a realistic level of where the Bready is working. You may even be asked to do a full exam before starting the course to give the Bready an initial score. In a normal session, you'll work through the coursebook objectives. For these lessons, there is no maximum or minimum number of pages. You'll move at the Bready's pace and focus on the skills that need to be covered. Don't panic. Remember, the textbooks and course materials are provided, as well as your expertise on all things English. This will help you through. And remember, you'll find the resources you need under the Resources tab on the IQ Bar website. When setting homework for an exam session, bear in mind the Breadys probably won't have the resources. So attach a page of the coursebook and once complete, go through the past papers and attach parts or full exams. The most important thing in exam sessions are to be prepared. Know how the exam works, what's in it, how the mark scheme works, and constantly refer to this throughout the class, and don't lose sight of both yours and the Bready's aims. So here's some top tips. The best way to learn about what's involved in the CAE exam is to go through the text and the resources on the website a few days before your first session and really get to know the paper and how the grading works. Start out by looking through the books provided by IQ Bar and look at what you'll be covering. Check your Bready's notes to identify their strengths and their weaknesses and make sure you're planning to address these in the lesson, be that in the icebreaker or continuing this throughout the session. Here's a few specific tips for the CAE exam. Help them to learn synonyms and their differences, as you'll need to be using a wide range of language at this level. Also, help them to learn chunks of English, words that commonly go together like, I look forward to seeing you soon. I hope this vlog has really helped. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to contact a member of the team. Happy teaching, guys. Bye.